Right, Nifty Thrifty Girl featuring a vintage Kenmore Model 96 today. This is one of their Japanese-made machines, 1.2 amp, all metal. It's like a 40-pound beast. Very simple to operate, all mechanical, no computerized or electronic parts. She'll run forever as long as you maintain her and keep her oiled. It is a straight stitch machine the way it sits. You do have to have the zigzag cam in place to create a zigzag stitch. It does not have built-in zigzag. Your stitch width adjustment is here on this dial. Your stitch length is here as well as reverse. And your feed dog drop is here. Power button here. Cams are inserted in the top easily. And the release is by pulling the door all the way open. And then you can't sew with the door open because the little arm needs to come over and engage, so you have to put the door down to sew with the cam in place. Double needle capable, class 15 bobbin. It is a standard low shank machine, so standard low shank feet, attachments, accessories will fit, which is a good thing because those are the cheap ones and those are the ones that are easy to find. 15x1 needles work as well. PDF manual will be sent to the buyer. Do not have the original manual, and a PDF that I will send is going to be for a model 1750, but it is an identical machine. It comes with cams and a button holder, and I'll go over those in a minute. I'm doing something a little different on this video. I get a lot of requests after I've already posted a video about how do you thread this, how do you put the bobbin in, etc., etc. So I'm kind of going to run through step by step as I'm setting up the machine. Of course, your thread needs to go back here on your spool pin coming off the back side. There is a thread guide here, a little pigtail, and there's a little pigtail thread guide in the front. Comes in the back pigtail first and wrap it through the front pigtail, and then you're going to come straight down on the right side of the tension. You're going to go in between the tension discs. It doesn't matter. There's two because when you're sewing double, you're going to put a thread in between each. So just pick a disc, you wrap it around, there is a little spring right here, a very little thin spring. You catch that spring, you bring it up over the little finger and back down, and make sure your thread catches under this little finger. You go up through this little pigtail, you put it in the take-up arm, which has a little hole, back down through this thread guide here, back through this thread guide here, thread guide just on top of the needle, and this needle goes in with the flat side to the back, and then your thread goes in from front to back. Your top side is threaded. And put it through the toes of your presser foot, and your top side's done. Now you hold your bobbin coming up the top and to the right, left to right. Make sure your tail comes to the right side. You're going to take your bobbin case and hold it like this towards you. You're going to put your bobbin in, and there's a little slot right here. You're going to pull your thread back through the slot, under the little panel, and make sure it clicks. It should give you a little resistance when you pull it, but not a lot. Your bobbin's ready. Now when you hold your bobbin case, you pull out this little tab in the front, and that keeps your bobbin from falling out. You want to make sure your bobbin case is set up. You put it in, and it clicks in place. You're ready to go. So next, what you want to do is go ahead and put the cover plate on. Hold your top thread as you spin by hand the wheel one time around, and pick up your bobbin thread. Grab your scissors or whatever else is handy and pull the thread out, and you're ready to sew. So I'm going to start with a straight stitch. Get out a piece of fabric here. And the same, a lot of Kenmore machines are going to thread the same way. There's not a lot of difference. And I will show you this real quick before I sew. This is your accessory box that's included. The top part is the button holder with all your templates. This is your adapter plate, and of course it replaces the cover plate that's already on there. Your manual will explain how to attach and use the button holder. And the bottom level houses your cams and your accessories. You get 10 regular cams, 4 stretch cams. You get bobbins, a roller foot, a zipper foot, some needles, a double needle, and a couple starter spools of thread. And of course all this is explained in your manual as well. Here we go. And this machine is serviced and ready to go on your tabletop, or you can put it in a Kenmore cabinet or a carrying case. But as you can see, it works just fine on the tabletop, no issues whatsoever. One thing we did learn about this machine, and it was almost its demise, is if and when the light bulb burns out, make sure you get one of the same size to replace it. It had a little bit of a larger size light bulb in it. The arm was hitting the light bulb when this door was closed, and we weren't getting a full width zigzag. So when you replace your light bulb, please make sure you replace it with the same size, because if you don't, it will cause issues with your zigzag width. And here's your zigzag, which now we're going full width. Yay. Smooth. And going strong. Okay. I am going to do a stretch stitch real quick. You just open your door, remove your cam, put a new cam in, and you don't have to do anything else. There's no settings to change, no buttons to push or anything. But when your cam is in, you want to make sure it clicks all the way down, and you also want to make sure that your length is all the way on 4 and your width is on 4 as well. There is an adjustment knob on the back of the machine, and that will pull in or stretch your design without bothering the stitch lengths. Alright, we're going to do a stretch. This is what I call an ocean wave. You can see the fabric moving up and back as it follows the stretch cam. There's your ocean wave. Pretty cool stitch. I'm going to take that out because if you don't, you're just going to keep making that stitch. And I'm just going to leave the cam out because now I'm going to take a jeans pocket and I'm going to show you that this machine is like heavy duty monster. Take a jeans pocket. Of course, you don't want to go full seam. You see it go right over the seam with no issue. And one cool thing about the Kenmores is it has so much lift in the presser foot that you can lift that way up and move your jeans pocket around without it being snagged by the feed dogs. In over 6 layers of denim right through. I had a little issue there. Well, that is the vintage Kenmore model 96 zigzag cam sewing machine.